Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your mid-month read for September, and we're going to start with an overall energy here to just lay the basis, excuse me, and then we're going to get all the rest of the card out on the table before we get to the actual message. At the very end of this reading, we're also going to see what the angels want to tell you, if there's some additional message, like in anything and everything goes, that they want you to hear at this very moment for the month of, so it's mid-September until mid-October. Also, I want to tell you, if you want a personal reading with me, if you're interested in that, just read all about it in the description box. Okay, Aries. For the month of mid-September until mid-October, give or take. What's going on for Aries, please? On the floor. Okay. Knowledge. Seek knowledge. So you might be on a very, like, it's interesting because I was going to start talking about, can I really, do you see all these different little stories? So she's the little lady there. She's sitting reading her book, and then right next to her is like several small little stories playing out. Like we have one here, we have one over here, we have one there, we have one here, one here. It's like different scenarios playing out, and at first it was like this energy is very much about developing more skills, going deeper into so let's say you want to learn how to play the piano. This might not be the best analogy because that's maybe just like one person, but just as an analogy, so you want to play the piano, and so you have an idea about it, and you even bought a piano, or you have like a synthesizer or whatever. And now you need to really learn about it. Like you can't just play. You just, whether that is taking lessons or learning how to read notes or play by ear or like whatever that is, it's something you need to go on that journey, right? To just get more knowledge. Whatever you're doing, it's about that, like getting more information, getting more knowledge, hone in on your skills, like really practicing your skills. I'm also getting like a lot of, it's interesting because that's like something that I've been getting personally lately, like a lot about parallel realities and different timelines and just how we view this world as so real that like you can literally be having, like right here we have like 5 or 6 different realities, different parallel realities playing out as we speak at the same time as this dominant focus that you have right now. And it's like you're peeking in, it's like you're lifting the veil for possibilities right now. Like we're not staying stuck in this 3D, one reality, solid, fixed reality, but rather, oh, wait a minute, there's like ever so much more. There's so much parallel realities playing out at the same time. Even though we don't understand exactly what that means, it still happens. You know, even if I don't understand how gravity works, you know, I don't float up because I don't understand it. It still works. Does that make sense? So there's a really deep level of finding out next level stuff, going deeper, getting more information, understanding on a more metaphysical level here. It really intertwines with, so if you haven't found your way there yet, I so invite you there to buy me a coffee where I started my true north, to just sort of guide and inspire everyone as much as I possibly can through a lot of different things to just find your inner core. And that is so much like what I'm picking up, like daily energy forecasts, weekly, monthly, also meditations and lots of other things. And that's something that I came out from, like having this feeling right now for this first week of where are we then? So towards the end of September, there is a lot to like go deeper into metaphysics or meta, I don't know the name for it in English, like metamechanics. Is that what it's called? Yeah, we're pushing the boundaries here for sure right now, and you seem to be you're on that same path. Very, very interesting. So let's see what comes out because of this underlying current, underlying energy. Wow. So we have 8 of Gabriel. Wow. 8 of Gabriel, which speaks about abundance. That's when you find true abundance, true freedom, true peace. We have 10 of Raphael, which is basically your happily ever after. And then we have the moon, and it's playing really, I never usually, excuse me. I never usually get, I read a lot about the numbers all the time, but not like a specific number to look out for. But I would say the 18th. What is that? Is that the... So whenever you're listening into this message, if you haven't passed this date, I will look out for the day 18, which I believe is this upcoming Sunday. If I'm not completely mistaken, it's on Sunday. 18th, the 18th, there might be something playing out for you, okay? Like something's happening, something, whether that is on a physical plane or whether that is like on an energetic plane, I don't know. So the moon card is talking about something that's coming to the surface, something that maybe has been hidden. And because of the energies that I've had up until now, like going deeper into knowledge here and going like understand different levels of you and going deeper into other realities, other perceptions of reality. With the 8 of Gabriel, with 10 of Raphael, this is very much like understanding hidden treasures about yourself, understanding that there's so much more that is wanting to come up to the surface for you to discover, for you to just sort of tap into right now. I'm going to go to both the 8 of Gabriel and the 10 of Raphael there. It's really, really beautiful. I do apologize. But we're just going to get some clarifiers. Why is this energy here on the table for Aries, please? Why is this here for Aries, please? Fertility and choose wisely. Fertility and choose wisely. That is gorgeous. Okay. So, you're finding out something new. You're tapping into different realities. It might just be that you are tapping into different realities. We always have been, but we might not understand it. And sometimes it feels like we're a little bit crazy in our heads because like I will have a feeling like I want to go somewhere, I want to do something. I'll go to pick up something from my kitchen, let's say. And halfway there, it's like, what happened? Like, I don't know anymore what I'm supposed to pick up here. Why don't I know that anymore? And it's almost like I'm stepping into this whole other reality. And it's like I almost have to back up sometimes to sort of go through this door of where I came from to remember what I was going to do. Because stepping into, are you following me here? Is it too like out there? I just feel like we think it's so freaking solid. We think everything is so solid in our environment, in our direct, like immediate, like I'm sitting here with walls. I think this is a wall, you know. But I definitely had those moments in the past where walls have started to disappear, or like I can start to see through the walls, making me understand, you know, it's not that solid as I think it is. It's actually, you know, energy made up in vibration, you know. And so there's something about discovering new places, discovering new parallel realities, different timelines for you to choose from. This is for you to play with, for you to like understand that, okay, wait a minute, I was going to get something and then I might have shown up in a different reality altogether. And in that different reality, I wasn't going to pick up anything. So it's not about you losing your memory, it's about you showing up in a different reality. And maybe that's like too far of a stretch right now. Come back, listen to this later, or like just have this in the back of your mind. Maybe you go, no, that's just me being forgetful. I don't know if it necessarily is. Because look at this, like you're stepping into, you're creating your own abundance right now. You're creating your own abundance right now. You know, today I did the daily forecast, the daily energy forecast, and I took a little excerpt from the daily forecast, and I put it in the comment section here on this channel, because I thought it was like, it's really profound that we're still sort of debating whether to trust the universe or not, when we're actually an extension of the universe. So how can we not trust something that we not only stem from but are? And so it's like asking us right now, what I wrote there is like, there probably are several things going on in your life right now where you have allowed yourself to put yourself in a situation where you really need to question the universe. You really need to question the trust. And this, like going for complete freedom in, you know, when we hear the word abundance, like there's a lot of people thinking about money, and it definitely can be money. But abundance, you can be abundant in so many things. You can be abundant in love, or abundant in peace, or in freedom, or in health, or in, you know, money, and friends. You know, the word abundance just means that it's an abundance of something. But it's like, it's more towards abundance, prosperity. Like you're creating your own, you're discovering. So it might even be that you've been stuck for a while, not really getting what you want, whether that is through relationships, like you're not really getting what you want in a relationship, or you're not getting what you want when it comes to your job, or you're not getting what you want when the result that you're seeking when it comes to your health, or it comes to your body, like whatever this is for you. So general reads is going to be different for everyone. So, and that allows for you, like you're asking for abundance, you're asking for freedom, complete prosperity here. And the usual route just doesn't serve you. Going about it the usual route just doesn't serve you. And you probably have noticed that, like it doesn't work anymore. And so you're pushing your boundaries. You're discovering new things. Okay, so if I'm not gonna find this prosperity, abundance, you know, freedom in this reality, maybe here in this other parallel reality, just playing with the notion that it even is another existing reality simultaneously going on as we speak. Tapping into that, and tap into it is just, you can sit in meditation and you can ask to just be, I just want to experience more of a different reality where I seem to have more freedom and abundance. Or if that feels too big or too vague or too, you know, what does that even mean? To just start to ask, like, I want to understand this. Like, I want to have clear, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. I want to have a clear direction here. You're headed towards freedom and abundance and prosperity. And you might think that it's freedom and abundance and prosperity that you're after. And although it is, you're after knowing how you create it more than the thing itself. You're after knowing your full potential more than the actual thing. Does that make sense? you're headed towards your happily ever after. And this usually talks about like meeting someone that is like very on the same level as you are, speaking the same language. I don't mean necessarily that they are literally speaking the same language, but like they're understanding you and you're understanding them. If you're already in a committed relationship, or if you're not looking for love, this can also be like a connection in business, a connection like a soul tribe friend. Someone shows up where it just makes sense. It makes sense for them to show up. Like they so fit in this business situation, or they so like, oh my God, there they are, your friend for life. It just appeared sort of from nowhere, and it just makes your whole life easier and more fun and more interesting. It's a happily ever after feel. Something coming to a close, like something is making you feel really whole here, like you're coming home in a certain relationship, in a certain endeavor. And if this is not even relationship related, it might just be a job situation. You're coming into like a new, either you've been at a job for quite some time and you're sort of being moved to somewhere else within the same, under the same roof, like, but somewhere else, maybe like a different department or something like that. And like the minute you enter through that door, or like through your job, you're being sent away to cover something, work on something. And the moment you step into this new thing, it's like, oh my God, here's where I'm supposed to be. Have this been here all along? Here's where I'm supposed to be. It might be right there in the different reality, in a parallel reality playing out as we speak. With the moon card, so there is something like there's hidden talents. You're going deeper to search for this knowledge right now. You're being called to search for this knowledge right now. And so whatever's been laying hidden there, whatever understanding, skills, tools, whatever you need that's like laying dormant in a way, is now coming up to the surface for you to discover. And then we have the fertility card and the choose wisely, which is, I love both of them in this very particular moment, because it's like, it is a very fertile moment for you. If you don't feel this fertility, you might not feel it or sense it on the outside. Like physically, it might not sort of have shown up just yet, but you definitely will feel it in your body. Like you will feel that change is about to take place. You can notice it through that it's just really freaking hard right now. It doesn't mean, when we talk about change or transformation, or like, there can be people saying like, yeah, no, I don't see too much changing because right now it's like really, really, really tough. And why is it that because it's tough, it's not changing? It's quite the opposite. So when everything is quite okay, that's when you can know not too much is changing. When you're fine, so boring words. When you're fine, when you're okay, when things are smooth, like they're just sort of, they're running along okay. How are you? I'm fine. I'm good. Not too much is changing. When you're super excited, when you're like going through the roof of like emotions and feelings and like excitement for something, yeah, things are changing. But also the opposite, when you go like, for the love of God, like, can we just make a change here? Why does it have to be so hard? Like, there's super, super change in that as well. It's changed through resistance, and it changed through maybe wanting to release a little bit of block and a little bit of guardedness from things wanting to change. But just know that this is a very fertile moment for you. We have the abundance card. We have happily ever after, and we have the moon card that really talks about, it's like, you can really, really improve your life right now. It's a fertile moment for you to do so. And then we have the choose wisely there, which is like, and the moon card is also very much about listening to your intuition, really paying attention to your intuition right now. In what direction are you being pointed? And we have the birds there again, a lot of birds, a lot of freedom, seeking your freedom. So whether that's seeking your freedom financially, you're seeking your freedom health-wise, you're seeking your freedom. It can even be like to just feel really confident and worthy. Whatever this is, it's like the birds are right there. You're being pointed in the direction. So it's like, again, I'm going to use the piano reference. Like you want to learn how to play the piano. So you get the piano and, or even like to be guided to buy the right piano. Like you have this wish right now. You're moving towards abundance. And abundance in a way that sort of, I feel like you almost can't grasp even what it's about. I don't just mean abundance in the sense that you're feeling free when it comes to money, but it's like you're feeling free because you understand that there's no end to you. There is like these parallel realities and these timelines and these different things that we make up, that is not solid, just looks solid. And you're discovering like the abundance of you and everything that entails right now. And you're going on this quest, and it might look like a work quest, or it might look like a money quest, or a health quest, or a body quest, relationship quest. But ultimately, it's asking you to go there because you will discover things about yourself. And so now you're asking for something. Now pay attention to where you're being pointed. Are you doing things right now that excites you? Are you saying yes to things that really, like, this is the path? This makes me really happy to do this. If it doesn't, this really is a time to rethink things. Because we are coming into huge transformations right now. And it's like it's asking you to really follow what feels right. In your heart, in your gut, in your soul. And then I hear someone say, well, I invested so much in this. Like, yeah, if it's a relationship and you invested so many years in this relationship and you come to understand that, this is not the person for you anymore. It's always so interesting to me, like, okay, so we can't let it go because I can't let them go because I've been with them for so long. That is not the criteria. But that's how we work, isn't it? Like we can drive the car that sort of, it just doesn't work anymore. Well, I had it for such a long time. Well, it doesn't work. You don't get anywhere. Well, it served me so well. Okay, but it doesn't serve you anymore. No, but I've been with it. It even has a name. I even named it. Or like you invested so much in a company or like a business or a relationship, a friendship, maybe just being on this path where you just saw your, like, this is so great, this is so good, and then only to understand, like, oh my God, it doesn't give me joy. It just doesn't give me joy, and not in this way anymore. Maybe later, but not right now. And then it's the time to really rethink things. Let's see what the angels have to close down the reading here with. Any uplifting, inspirational, additional messages here for Aries, please? What do we have for them? We have Aurora and we have Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas. Bam. Fertility. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. I mean, how fitting. You're going deeper right now. You're searching for more. You're searching for deeper meanings. The way you've gone about things in the past, like, it just doesn't work anymore, and you're rethinking things, transforming things. And if this is like letting go, you're headed towards abundance and you're happily ever after. Like this, just so beautiful energy here is on the table. So it's like, it's not like you're heading for disaster. It's really, really working. And it's saying like you are being protected while you do these changes. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Isaiah. I have Aurora. You're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So if you're reaching higher and higher, and you're learning, like, it's interesting how now Aurora is flying. I've had so much about the flying and the birds and the birds there and the abundance. Like you're flying high, you're going for big, you're going for greater things. And as you soar, as you come higher and higher up, yeah, there are going to be people that question your path. There are going to be people that question your choices and your decisions. And maybe even thinking that, you know, certain choices that you're making right now, which allows for you to raise your vibration, might have other people vibrate themselves out of your life. And that might feel threatening to them. Like, who have you become? Like, you're just so different right now. Like, I don't know. Yeah, and you just can't listen to that. You just have to do you and just continue on your path and whatever serves you better. And if there's someone there sort of picking at your journey or picking on you, you don't feel elevated or inspired or uplifted by your friends or coworkers or partners, you know, then maybe they're not the best companion to have around on your flight, on your discovery to higher planes, to different realities. That's what I have for you, Aries, mid-September until mid-October. I hope that's helpful and inspirational. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, a video reading just like this, but with your personal questions, please check it out in the description box. All about it is written in there. I wish you a beautiful month. Take care, guys.